Welcome back to Dragon Tails Fishing. So today I'm going to finish the install of my Garmin 93 SV. I'm going to actually take, I used to actually have it on this kayak right here. So I'm taking all the wiring out of this kayak and I'm replacing it into this kayak and then utilizing it on here. So you're going to take that journey with me. So come on, let's go. I gotta take the transducer system out of this kayak, and then I gotta add it to this kayak to add for the fish finder that I have here. In order to do that, I have to go under here and get with the transducer system right there. I don't know if y'all can see that. Yep, right there. And I'm gonna take that out and reinstall it right there. This is gonna be fun. All right, let's do it. So under here, I have 3 screws. I think there's 3, it might be 4, but let's see what we got. We got 1, 2, and 3. And then this whole system will come out. What I plan on doing is taking this whole system here and just switching it to the new kayak right there. In order to do that, I've got to take off my seat, all of my stuff in here so I can clear it out, so that I can clear the wire area that's down here. Once I get that out, then I can pull the wiring out from underneath, which is located inside of here, along with the power cord and all of that. Pull it out, and then transfer it over to this system right here. So I'm not gonna bore you guys with that detail, but I'm gonna get everything out and transfer it to that kayak, and there you go. We'll see what we got. So I'll take these 3 screws out here, pull this out, this 1 screw right here, take this out, and that'll allow me to take the transducer cord, which is installed under here with some zip ties, undo the zip ties, pull it out through here, and pull it out through the bottom. Right there is the transducer wire. So we'll pull this out. I gotta come up to here. I gotta pull this side off and then reinstall the old plate from this kayak right here onto this one. Now I could take everything off and reinstall it onto the new plate, but I'm just gonna take the old plate for the new one, and I'm gonna take that one, place it back onto this kayak, and then take the old one, because I already have it installed, and put it on here. So the way I set this one up is I actually put the transducer, because it was a little too large to fit underneath the thing, because it's actually supposed to go right here. So what I did was I took the original mount and I just placed it on here, kind of wedged it on, zip tied it here and here, brought the transducer cable up, and now it sits on the bottom. And what's nice about that is when it's in the up position, it really doesn't affect the kayak at all. It actually doesn't even hit. You can see I've had this on here for about 2 years, and this is literally all the scratching that I've had on the transducer, and it works perfectly. I'm gonna take this screw right here out, and then I'm gonna feed the transducer wire up through here and back through here and inside of here and back through the side right there, where they actually include the through hole wiring kit so that it'll go up to the GPS. See? Now I just pull it through, make it come through here, go through here, and then from here it'll come out through that section right there. So pull the cable through, just like so. Make sure I have enough play for it. And you'll see, I'm starting to pull that side right there. Just like so. So one thing to mention is, in order to lower and raise the transducer, there's a one string attaches to the bottom plate that allows the transducer to drop down low and to raise back up. And that right here, this transducer cable. That cable is actually attached right here. You'll see there's a small pulley. So that pulley right here, this string right here, attaches to this right here, which allows it to drop down and to raise back up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lower this string down through here and then attach it to this right here before I mount the plate back on. And as you can see, I already have the transducer back on. We already went through that. So as you can see, I've got the plate on. The cable actually comes through the front. I don't know if you can see the end of that right there, and drops straight down, just like so. I'm not gonna attach the screw yet because I wanna make sure everything is attached. Now I'll bring this part right here down underneath and reattach it with the 3 screws that were originally in. Once the string right here is attached, I don't know if you can see that. I know it's not very clear, but right here, this is that loop that I was showing you. You just tie that on there. The transducer is in the down position, which means there's enough slack in there that it should be in the down position hanging. That's where I have it right now, if you can see here. See how I have it in the down, kind of disconnected. So now I'm gonna put the 3 screws back in, right down below. And what that'll allow me to do is pull that slack up, and then when I pull that string, it will actually pull this rudder up, so that when it deploys, or when I've got it in the up position, it'll be like that. You see what I'm saying? Right. Let's go ahead and attach the 3 screws, one here, and I believe there's one right there. So right there, that's what it should look like, right there. So you can see I've actually got the transducer a little bit lower than the heel, but when you consider that the drive is also about 2 to 3 inches lower than the hull of the kayak, this right here is not going to make a difference. So that's why I did the way that I did it. There's probably other ways on here to do it, but this is my best way. It also gives me side imaging, and it doesn't affect the hole doesn't affect the fish finder doing its job. So you got the 3 screws in, 1, 2, and 3 right there, and your transducer is on. Cables run through the top. Now we're gonna put the transducer through the actual hull of the kayak. In order to get a better view, I'm gonna go ahead and take this tackle tray out. Real easy, it just unhooks right here. Just like so. Has a little handle, and it just pulls right out. Once I do that, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna feed my transducer cable through here, bring it out through this area right here, and then I'm gonna feed it through this area right here, and then back to the Garmin fish finder. Here, not sure if you guys can see that. I'm gonna lose this block. So the foam blocks that you see here that I'm taking out, I actually will be putting those back in. I just did them off camera. They're for the stability of the floor of the kayak, so they are a must and need to be in there. So I did put those back there. So I'll pull it all the way through so that I have the entire cable through. And you'll see here, that it just nicely snugs down in to where it needs to be. Just like that. Something to talk about is also the Hobie through-hole wiring kit will come with different size adapters for the cable size that you need. Now, depending on how you want to run your power, you might need one with a single like this, or you might need one with a double. And depending on your power, you know, I'm not sure if you want to run your power through the hull and actually put it inside of the boat, or like I do, where I actually put my power outside of it. Here on this one, where I actually ran the cable back through, and then I have this connector here for a power box that I put on the back of the boat that looks like this. Looks like that. So this box right here actually has a connector on the side right there for the power. Then I also have a couple USB ports that I run power to if I want to run my GoPros to it or whatever. But what's nice is I actually have inside a Dakota Lithium 12 volt 10 amp hour battery. I usually run that on my transducer, or I'll run it for my lights. It just depends on what I'm using it for. So personally, I use my this box in the morning time. I'll use it for my lights, which I only use for maybe an hour just during safe light. And then afterwards, I switch over to my fish finder power so that I can use that. This application, I'm gonna actually do the same thing for this one that I did for that one. And I'm gonna put a plug on the end so that I can actually use the same box for this side as I am on that side. That way I use the same box for both kayaks. So it's a new day. Did this installation in about 2 days, only because I took my time and I had to work. So let's check out this install. As you can see, the fish finder's all lit up. All of my wiring I still haven't tucked in yet. I'm still gonna zip tie all of that. So you can see that the wiring is still down there. It's just a matter of using some zip ties and snugging all that installation together. And check this out. So it came through here. This is the wiring harness. The power wire and the transducer wire all comes up back through here. It comes up through the back, all zip tied nice and neat, clear of everything. And I know I said that I was going to utilize that same box, but I think I'm gonna go with separate power, and I'm gonna actually put the battery box in the front of the kayak instead of the back. As you can see in here, I've got the box all tucked in. Nice watertight box, won't get wet. Everything is nicely protected inside of here. And as you can see, the fish finder is working great. So yeah, there you go. Installation of the Garmin 93 SV with the side imaging, fully installed. So I want to thank everybody for watching, and if you haven't, please like and subscribe. Leave a like at least. Subscribe. I just hit my 700th mark. I want to thank everybody who has subscribed to my channel. I'm still, you know, in the beginning stages, doing a lot of videos. This is coming from a guy that's not sponsored by anybody whatsoever. No Garmin, no Hobies, no nothing, except for I do own my own company called Skinny Water Lures, and we make soft plastics here locally in Flagler County in Florida. We mainly fish saltwater flats. We do fish some intercoastals. We do fish some fresh water, but mainly the saltwater. So hit that like and subscribe at the bottom. Until next time, love you guys. Dragon Tail Fishing is out.